Let that tribe say peace. 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 What's up, Soul Tribe? Yours truly. Ivory. Ivory is live. He lied. You know, I ain't been in trouble in a minute, so we gonna probably get in trouble with this one. Hold on. Probably get in trouble. Just lie. Yeah, we probably get in trouble. I ain't been in trouble for a while. So, might as well go and get in a little trouble. Might as well go and get in a little trouble. Got a little cold. I ain't doing shit. So I might as well go. Can I get in trouble? Y'all mind if I get in trouble a little bit? Can y'all hear me? Man, it's coming to y'all. Storm. Can I get in trouble for a little bit? I ain't been in trouble for a while. You know, sometimes with this AI and these algorithms, just the title. Just the title. Somebody watching me? Let me tell y'all something. With algorithms and AI these days, and with all of this here intelligence spying, when you come out with a title like this, it get you flagged quick, man. It'll get you flagged. This is how you get in trouble. Can I get in a little trouble today? Y'all don't mind if I get in a little trouble? I want to get in trouble. Can y'all hear me? Let me see if I can get in trouble for a minute. Hit that like button, 10 to 1. So they hear me loud and clear. There's no way you can get in trouble. Cat Syrian girl, can I get in trouble a little bit? Man, I'm finna get in trouble. It's storming outside too. Man, I'm finna get in trouble. Listen, y'all. Welcome back. This live stream is intended for information, clarification, confirmation only. And nothing changed. You just don't see tarot there. So take what resonates, ignore the rest. Always, always follow your own divine intuition, especially when you're making life-changing decisions. All right. So you need to go back and see the title. United States of Israel? What the fuck is going on, y'all? Then we got a silent whistler. Hey, they don't want to talk about this here. Right? So, I want to say something. And I know it's going to probably, get me flagged. But I'm going to try to be as careful. It was like doing, before the pandemic in 2020, yours truly came and I did a couple of videos, live stream. It was jam-packed. Right around, well, that's jam-packed for Facebook or Instagram when you got about 10,000 people in the live stream, right? Okay, from all over the world. But the title of the video was simple. Don't take the shot. That's it. Soon after that, about 24 hours later, I start getting these notification emails and start getting these here like these. I don't know if they was robocalls or whatever or spam calls or whatever, but they was all from the DC area. Then I had an interesting thing that happened with at my house. At this point in time, it was in Memphis, Tennessee, and my son called me while I was at work. Now I'm not going to do a recap because I don't want to alert. Okay, so I ended up having to move. No shit. So I came back here. But now check this here out, y'all. In 1996, the last 4 years of the old millennium. Okay. I'm going to give y'all, numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Let me say this here. So in 1996, the last 4 years. Now, if you go back 4 years prior to 1996, was the kickoff. And that kickoff was with Bill Clinton, Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi. Where she was, I think at that time in 1992, she could have been a freshman congresswoman. I'm finna bring some receipts. Now I might get flagged. I don't give a damn. They won't let me do what I want to do anyway, so I had to sneak in the back door. I bet you they saying now, oh shit, here he go again. Listen, I don't make predictions. I just tell you what I see. And she's got up on the Congress floor in the House, started rambling about a new world order. Before that, the first Bush, all of them. But it was something in particular about Biden. And during the Clinton administration, this here, and I'm not a politician. I don't fuck with no party. I don't even deal with religion. I'm not part of no society, no secret, no hidden, no open, no public. I'm not part of no groups, no cliques. None. I'm part of the universal brother and sisterhood. Spiritual beings. Don't make no difference if you black, white, pea, green, yellow, pink. I don't care. If you that, you know who I'm talking about. Hold on, let me plug in my charge. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. That was a World Trade Center bombing in the 90s. A World Trade Center bombing in the 90s. That a lot of people don't talk about no more. Before the first one, 9/11. And all of these bombing start happening more frequent when you have certain lobbyist groups start popping up, and then those that have been here for a while, let's just say they had begun to get really, really, really deep. And so they were recruiting. And when I say recruiting, I'm talking about what the title says, Israel. And so certain groups start recruiting political figures. Now, some things happen if I even go all the way back to the 1930s, early 30s. And there was this one particular character at this particular time the world knew as Hitler. Germany. Now, we do know that the Vatican, United Nations, and America, after that war, Hitler, a lot of his people wasn't killed right off on the back. And if you really go and study your history, you'll find out a lot of shit took place. A lot of shit that I can't really just talk about. I don't have time for the whatever you want to call it. However, folks, listen. During this time frame, if I'm not mistaken, if it was either Trump's dad or his granddad came and migrated over to America from Germany. There were some other Sikh bloodlines and descendants of Germany. And these individuals was entangled, intertwined with what Hitler called Zionists. And this man's supposed to be the most evil person on the planet. Responsible for killing 6 million so-called Jews. He was even informed by the American president, he got a call, Hitler, by the then American president. And the American president asked Hitler, why are you persecuting these Jews? Hitler replied, and why are you enslaving them? Hitler replied, I learned from y'all and how y'all did the real chosen Jews. Talking about people that look like me and you. Not me and you, but people that look like me, because I don't know how y'all look. I want to fast forward, folks, because here's what's really going on. I'm going to read something. I'm going to take it straight from their book. Then that way they don't have to flag me. And I'm going to bring it on home to 2026. There's their book. This is not my book. This is not my story. It's going down. Ooh, y'all hear them storms in the background? I want to read something. And y'all know me, I like receipts. Hold on. I want to read something. It's fascinating, though. From a book y'all call Revelation. Ain't that what y'all call it, Revelation? Hold on for a minute. Now you got 1/3 of the planet believe this story. In particular, this version, the King James version. So hold on. So I can reach at least 1/3 of the planet. 1/3 of the planet might be able to go. Let me go to Revelation 2:9 right quick. Somewhere around in there. Let me see. And the angel of the church of Smyrna, right? The words of the first and the last, who died and came to life. I know your tribulation and your poverty, but you are rich, and the slander of those who say that they are Jews and are not, but of the synagogue of Satan. Now, if you go and get your Bible, this stuff is going to be in red. I want to go one more. Let me go to 3 and 9. Because these numbers mean something. Hold on. Now, for those of you who believe in this book, 2/3 of the planet, you have to accept all of this. You can't say, no, I like that one, but I don't like that one. I don't like what it said. I don't believe in what it's either all God's word or none. It's either this is the God of Israel or it's not. You got me. Now that's the way y'all would talk now. Don't change it while I'm going every night. Revelation 3 and 9. Hold on, let me go to 3 and 8. I know your works. This is Revelation now. We're at the end. We ain't in Genesis. That way back here. We ain't way back here in Genesis. We way here in Revelation. I don't even bother Revelation no more because I know where the original story came from. So I can't accept King James Version. I'd rather just say I'll accept the original, not a manuscript, not a version, not a knockoff. There's 500 some versions of the same story. Revelation, we at the end. 3 and 8. I know your works. Behold, I have set before you an open door which no one is able to shut. I know that you have but little power, and yet have kept my word and have not denied my name. If I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. You put whatever you want to put in here. But it says here, behold, I will make those of the synagogue of Satan who say that they are Jews but are not, but lie. Behold, I will make them come and bow down before your feet. Listen to me good now. And they will learn that I have loved you. Because you have kept my word about patience and endurance. And I will keep you from the hour of trial that is coming on the whole world, who dwell on the whole earth. I'm going to say this here and I'm going to keep on going. The United States of Israel. What the fuck is this here? What is going on? You got a descendant of Germany, and occupying the White House. How did he get there? By way of the synagogue of Satan. How did he get there? How you listen, you can't blame me, I can't blame you, nobody can blame nobody. What you can do is you can't don't blame shit, because Trump didn't write the damn laws. He's a beneficial of a corrupt, broken system that is highly influenced on the light side and the dark side. A corrupt system that is being orchestrated by groups of people, very few people, of the synagogue of Satan. Now, the true people, if you want to call them Israelites, listen, the true people, according to Revelation, is not the ones, like it said, that's calling themselves Jews. That's calling themselves God's chosen. Them ain't the ones. You mean to read it to you again? You have, folks, Trump, who is so, two things, folks. There's so much fucking shit going on here, so I hope they let me roll. But you got a few things going on right now, folks. Number one, you got an empire that's falling. The democracy that you call democracy, y'all call that shit demonocracy. That shit's been gone. Ain't no such thing as democracy. Ain't no such thing as free speech. All that shit's gone. Okay? So it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican politically. All of them are bought by society that's of the synagogue of Satan. This is the reason why you can't have Democrats that come out, because they're not. And the ones that's coming out saying any damn thing, because everybody ain't drinking this damn Kool-Aid. I don't give a damn if you're a Democrat or Republican. I ain't neither one of you. Everybody that ain't drinking this Kool-Aid. You got a man in the White House who are openly doing some Hitler shit. Openly. So it's supposed to be checks and balances, right? Ain't nobody checking his ass. I ain't saying, well, no, Ivory, they be talking. No, I'm talking about go to this motherfucking White House. There's nobody, nope. We don't even have, listen, I'm telling you, because the system is fucked. And America's for sale. Been for sale. Been bought. The White House been bought. And ain't nobody rule of law. When your laws is corrupt, when the whole system is flawed, okay, so you go and you start a country. Let's say I want to go and start a country. Me and some of my crazy ass, sick ass people, peasants, diseased. We signed a 2-year contract. And now we are classified as indentured servants for 2 years. Meaning that they're going to let me go free from prison or whatever. I'm from Europe, woo. And I'm going to come over here and work for the royal family over here in the New World. Me and a group of us. We sick, we got our, barely made it over here. And once I get over here, once we get over here, those of us that survive, the whole plan is to take over agents. And then now we're going to build a corporation. And we're going to use a Ponzi scheme, fiat currency, genocide, everything. Total bloodbath. America killed way more than 6 million. I say America has killed way more than 6 million on this land. And so Hitler felt disrespected when the president gonna call him and try to question him on killing Jews. And Hitler replies, well, should I learn this from y'all? Y'all over there killing the real chosen people. And I'm trying to get rid of these, the fake ones. Nobody never talks about this shit. Nobody never talks about this shit. Nobody never talks about the phone conversation between Adolf Hitler, German, an American president. I ain't gonna even call his name. Go do your research. It's there. Now, those same group of people that Hitler supposed to have killed 6 million, some of them supposed to have escaped and came over to the Americas. Some of them same Jews, Germans, Hitler's folks, some of his descendants, some of the scientists, some of the military people, they come over here. So now it's payback. And a descendant from the land of Hitler, German, is in there occupying your White House. Now, I called him the Pied Piper when he came down the escalator in 2015. Everybody thought I was crazy. Why they think I was crazy? Because I told everybody he was going to be your president. Now, I ain't going to vote for his ass. Let me say this to y'all. One of the things that bothers me more than anything is he's so compromised that only one or two things. He's so compromised that either A, during his first term, Jeffrey Epstein wanted a position in his administration, or he was going to snitch because him and Trump was best friends. I don't want to talk about this here shit now. They was friends for at least a decade. Back in the 90s. Nancy Pelosi know this shit. Chuck Schumer know this here shit. Listen, this is the Democrat. I ain't saying Republican. Trump was a Democrat. Hakeem Jeffrey know this shit. All of them, the Clintons, all of them in with this Jeffrey Epstein. But now everybody want to talk about Trump. I don't give a damn about Trump. I'm not no political person. I'm a snitch. I'm a spiritual whistleblower. I'm the silent whistler. Listen. So you got a group of people from the synagogue of Satan that they don't even believe that your Jesus is the Son of God. Listen to me now. This is very important. They don't believe in your Jesus that you say is your Savior. No Jew. In fact, they think you are of the synagogue of Satan, and you ain't even in the book. Let me say this again. These people that Jesus was talking about, of the synagogue of Satan, they don't believe your Jesus is the Son of God, the Messiah. So they turns him over to who? Rome, the Vatican. Now they reject it. So now you got a descendant of Hitler land in Germany, and you got somebody, two people, Epstein and Benjamin Netanyahu, along with whatever the synagogue of Satan is, running America, calling the shot. Oh, so now they trying to merge the military. So you mean to tell me they want to merge America and Israel's military? Let me tell y'all something. Fuck the Jeffrey Epstein file. Fuck them pedophiles. It's these group of people that's of the synagogue of Satan, because there are certain rituals that are so dark and demonic that if you saw the video footage of just the rituals and who was present and the deities of the synagogue of Satan, if you saw this shit on video, it's over with. I might get a knock at the door. I'm just telling y'all what I see. This live stream is intended for information, clarification, and confirmation, mixed with a little entertainment. That's it. You ain't got to believe shit I say. In fact, I'd rather for you to call me a lunatic. Okay, something happened. I just read to y'all Revelation. Now, in order for him to be in the White House, Trump, he had to be part of the synagogue of Satan, or he definitely has to be compromised. And to become president, sacrifice had to be made. So either A, he's sacrificing the country, or in his first term, he wanted to, in order to become president, he wanted to sacrifice Jeffrey Epstein. One of the two, if not both, in order for the synagogue of Satan to rule. You don't hear nobody talking about this here. Now they're going to take this shit back. Let me say this to y'all, folks. There's one person that I really, really, really feel eerie about. And it's not Trump's boys, because they behind the scenes right now. Dumb and Dumber, Ren and Stimpy. It's his son-in-law and his daughter. They are also silent whistlers. And what do I mean by they're silent whistlers? And this is one of the main reasons why I'm doing this video. Because the silent whistle has gone out to the elite, so to speak. That if you ain't got your shit together, and you ain't prepared for what's getting ready to happen because America has been compromised, sabotaged, and sold. And what's about to happen? The silent whistler. So his funky ass, Jared Kushner, the Jew, that's of the synagogue of Satan, straight agent, and his wife, Trump's daughter, compromised, straight agent, has went out in the Mediterranean and bought a island. Now watch this here now. Hold on. Watch this here. This is important. It coincides with their dad's bunker. That his motherfucking ass will do anything to build. He don't give a fuck if your ass never get health care. He don't give a fuck if you never get nothing. He don't even give a fuck if your ass live tomorrow. He want that damn bunker. And so does the rest of them. So why would somebody come out and say that they met with an evil person, a Rothschild, and was just on vacation and just out of nowhere, a Rothschild says, hey, Jared, hey, Ivanka, here's an island. Let's go swim to this motherfucker and let me show you this motherfucking island. A Rothschild. You don't know who that is? Research. So now, the same family that sold a piece of land that they didn't even own after the Second World War, that sold a piece of land that they didn't even own, that a group of people was already owned, to a group of people, Zionists, that they was persecuting in Europe, and Germany is part of Europe, persecute. So the same people that's responsible for killing 6 million motherfucking people, same family, gonna sell them some land in Palestine with people already owned that they don't even own. Credit, debt. And these same people are of, you can't tell me that a God somewhere up in the damn sky told a group of people that he rejected for killing his boy and turning him over to the same damn group of people, the Rothschild, the Romans, the Europeans, and have his boy killed. That same God says, hey, Israel, hey, America, hey, Europe, I want y'all to go over there and bomb the land of the people that was originally there. Genocide all of them, kill all of them, just like y'all did to the real chosen people on this land in Europe, in Germany, and in Africa, in South America, in the West Indies, in Southeast Asia, using this here story. So now, whoever this God is supposedly whoever this God is, supposedly talking to leading people to talk to Trump, got his ass thinking he the savior of the fucking world. You got 1/3 of the people in this country, probably 1/3 of the people on the planet, that believes this shit. We screwed. Which means that there is no coming of no Messiah, and Jesus is not coming back until the Great Tribulation. A time in which no man has ever seen nor will ever see. Whatever y'all want to call it, wars, rumors of wars, bombs, nukes, the whole nine. 1/3 of mankind shall be fallen in that Armageddon war, as they call it, and the great river Euphrates that dumps into the Straits of Hormuz. Go and look at the northern Strait of Hormuz. Persian Gulf. And you're going to see at the top the Euphrates River from Genesis pours into, the Euphrates River pours into the Strait of Hormuz. And this here river, the blood's supposed to rise up to the horse's bridle in Armageddon. Wait a minute. This already happened in 70 AD. Started in 70 AD to 73 AD. Hold on, y'all. So now there are being treaties and laws signed and put into place. Democrats can't do shit about it. Republicans can't do shit about it. And if your ass is part of any of those secret societies, especially the Epstein class, Democrat or Republican or independent, your ass ain't gonna say shit. Because you exposed. You took part in the ritual. You're bought. You're compromised. From your Supreme Court to the Vatican to Mecca to Jerusalem to Egypt. So now there's getting ready to be this here great famine. And this is what they're not talking about. They want y'all to be talking about Trump. Fuck Trump. They want y'all to be talking about politics. Fuck politics. What you don't realize is, in a few months, you ain't gonna have food gonna be so high, and then people gonna be running out. And at the end of the day, whether it's China, Russia, America, whoever, I don't believe that it's gonna be an all-out nuclear war. If it does, it's gonna be divine intervention by divine spiritual deities of the light to save humanity, because there were several gods that is proven to be responsible for the creation of many humans. And nowhere in the book, none of these books, none of these scripts, none of these texts, that you find out that these gods or sons of gods, or let us make man or woman or whoever that look like us, and none of these gods was ever destroyed. So who are these gods? All right. In order for Trump, he was selected And in order for him to carry out his phase of a bigger agenda, they got to keep him alive. Because if he dies, everything becomes exposed. He might even say something on his deathbed, or Trump might give up everything and says, you know what? Fuck it. Because he thinks he's going to hell. Polar thing. He thinks he's going to hell. But if he's straight demonic to the core, straight narcissist, demonic sociopath to the core, he gonna let the country go under. And he getting ready to bomb like a motherfucker. But if he says, and there becomes some kind of an awakening, and that's hard to believe about Trump, ain't it? And he says, you know what? Synagogue of Satan, fuck y'all. I'm from New York. I'm the president. And I'm not going to let my country go down. Whatever you got on me that's dark, I don't give a fuck. It ain't worth my country going down. Listen to me, folks. Anything that I took part in, any videos you got, I'm on my way out. I don't give a fuck. And gonna expose every goddamn thing. Right now, he's playing along to get along. He's playing along to stay alive. He ain't calling the shots. Because it's not just the Epstein files and who's in it and what they did. It's the rituals. You'll get to see, the world will get to see for the first time behind the scenes, the sons of God and the synagogue of Satan performing rituals right here in America. That will cause everybody to question this, Israel, everybody, America, anybody. And if y'all see, listen, there's some dark ass fucking deities. Whether they under the ground, whether they in the ocean, whether they in Antarctica, wherever the fuck they at, they are not dead. They are still alive. And if they can promote and push this AI thing, they can allow, I'm just telling y'all, from just taking some little small, little simple ass, all I need is a couple of little courses, and I did that. And they wants to make AI God, the beast, the false. You have, I'm gonna go, in their book of prophecy, you have two individuals that's supposed to come on the scene in the last days according to them and their story. And you have what is called the mark of the beast, or the beast of the land, and the beast of the sea. So one is a political leader and one is a religious leader. The religious leader is supposed to represent the synagogue of Satan. The political leader is the military, economic leader. That's the beast of the land, a world leader. And if they allow the United States and Israel's military to merge, then yeah, you already in World War III right now. Y'all just don't know it, but you already in World War III. Democracy is over. The party is over as far as America. It's a falling empire riding on fumes. You don't know it because you in an illusion. You in a matrix. You in a bubble. You in a simulation. And you believe that either somebody in the sky or your government or somebody is going to stop this here shit and help you and rescue you. But at the same time, that same book you believe in, no matter which three it is, all of them work together. Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, the Abrahamic religions, they all together, telling y'all the same story, different characters, different version, same outcome. So now, you got the agent Jared Kushner, a Jew of the synagogue of Satan, and his wife, Trump's daughter, of the bloodline of Hitler. Look at this shit now. Just so y'all can see how they make this shit happen. They put this shit happen. They make this shit happen. You got Trump and his daughter, descendants of Hitler, Germany. That land, at least. I'm not going to do y'all research for you. Listen. And then you got the same people that their folks, their ancestors, supposed to murder 6 million. One of their descendants, Jared Kushner, crooked ass dad, all of them crooked. And now they married, and they finna get an island that was shown to them, sold to them by a Rothschild, also of the synagogue of Satan. That you still pay taxes to every time you pay taxes. And they just gonna come on live public TV and tell the whole world. That was by design. Because they're a silent whistler. They letting everybody else know who need to know. Look, elite, look, society group, look, synagogue of Satan and all of its members. Now is the time to get to a safe location. They will let this motherfucker blow up. Because when it all starts over, they feel like they're the ones that's going to come back during the aftermath and replenish the earth. And start a whole new civilization. This is just how dark these damn folk is. You got the first lady. All these folks from foreign countries, from Europe, who has descendants and connections as well. She come over here, tossed around like tossed salad. From Epstein to here to there. And then the Trump, he get the leftovers. He had to take her. Go watch that book on Barron Trump that came out in the 1930s or 40s or some shit. This shit crazy, man. All this shit been playing by a dark group of people. America's screwed. And ain't shit nobody can do about it. The empire is falling. Colonialism is soon to be through. This is probably one of the last. This is the seventh civilization, so this is probably one of the last, if not the last, global empire for the next 2,150 years. Y'all hear me? American Empire is one of, if not the last, it's the seventh civilization now. And Homo sapiens. Because they're telling you that this started 6,000 some years ago. Adam and Eve story. But we all know that there are people on this planet by the millions, probably billions, that existed long before 6,000 years ago. Y'all follow me so far? And Trump don't give a fuck about the Middle East. Benjamin Netanyahu don't give a fuck about the Middle East. They don't give a shit about no Muslims. And the Jews don't give a shit. Israel don't give a shit about America. Benjamin Netanyahu could give two fucks about America. Israel can give two fucks about America. Israel can give two fucks about the fact that you're a child of God and you believe Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. I'm not lying to you. They think you are of the synagogue of Satan because they waiting on their Messiah to come. But the crazy part is, not only that God has rejected them, they're not the original people of the land. So who are they? I just read to you, they ain't Jews. They say they Jews, they're not, but they're of the synagogue of Satan. And this is going to eventually be, because Europe is screwed. Screwed. And this is going to become the United States of Israel. And in this new world order, this new whatever, this restart, this reset, if he do what they tell him to do on this here part of the hemisphere of the planet, yeah, he'll serve another term because it ain't gonna be no more constitution. They ready for this motherfucker to burn out. They ready for starvation. Listen, folks, all of them working together, the elites of this one or two or three different bloodlines that are dark. And they are going to allow everything to go down the drain. Whether they Muslims, Islam, Christianity, whether it's America or the Vatican or Israel, Jerusalem, the Jews of the synagogue of Satan, they all together. Whether they Democrat or Republican, they all together. When you start seeing more and more people go in hiding, or you don't hear from them, when you see one of these holy sites get bombed in the Middle East. Start doing your countdown, folks. Don't give a fuck about what Trump talking about. He compromised. He bought his all get out. And if he really want to be the new world order leader in the Americas on this side of the planet, and then you got Israel in the Middle East, they run in the Middle East. And then you either got Putin or Xi, and all of them, they together. All of them working together. And they need 1/3 of the planet gone. I was so fucking mad when Trump went to China and he took his family and a bunch of tech AI thirsty ass motherfuckers with him. So I prepared myself psychologically for the transition. Death card, Pluto, 11th house, for two things: transition into the afterlife, or you survive this here reset and restart. Or you're going to be physically gone. Those who survive will survive for about 3 months to 3 years. And then another third of the planet be gone. Because when you hold up 35% of the world's fertilizer, I want y'all to think about this shit now. The Strait of Hormuz, Euphrates River, where the last war is supposed to be fought. That's where they at right now. That Euphrates River dumps right into the Strait of Hormuz. Now, 1/3, 35% of the global fertilizer. Why is all our fertilizer coming? We on the land flowing with milk and honey, but they polluted the land. They took all the seeds, start destroying all feminine aspects of creation. Whether it be by abortion, whether it be by taking seed out your food, taking seed out of the soil, killing off female animals, no reproduction. Then now the whole damn country is relying on fertilizer. Why the fuck is farmers in America, where my ancestors were sharecroppers, and we ate good off of this land? Now it's toxic and poison. We ain't got no goddamn seed. You barely can find fruit trees growing natural anymore. You barely can find bees that are producing honey anymore. They're killing queen bees. They're killing bees. These folks is demonic. You be lucky if you go to a grocery store and find a real fruit, real vegetables, and real meat. In my closing, this fool Bill Gates said right at the beginning of the last pandemic, he said so proudly, with a smile on his face, and we need to prepare for the next one, and the next one, and the next one, because we will have these pandemics in the future. and then go out and donate $250 million to come up with a research for vaccination for a pandemic that they released, for a virus that they released. All of them together, working together. Don't let them fool y'all with this good cop, bad cop, and American China's enemies, and Putin and America's enemy, and everybody. That's bullshit. These motherfuckers, they are not killing, elites are not killing elites. Elites is killing everybody below them. They don't give a fuck about their populations. If we was to find out, if we was to be shown that there should be no cancer, we shouldn't even have no cancers, no high blood pressures, none of this shit. Diabetes, none of this shit. You know, before they colonized America, before they colonized this land, there were no cancers. People wasn't dying of cancer, diabetes, and high blood pressure. And that ain't a long time ago. If you want to pay attention to anything, if you want to prepare yourself for anything in the future, folks, prepare your mind spiritually and consciously for transition. Meaning that you can't be afraid to die. You can't be worried about dying and all of this here. I'm telling you that. Because though all of us is about to see some shit that we ain't never seen before. A lot of us is getting ready to see bombs fall on this land. Why you think he want his goddamn bunker? He ain't got no goddamn where else to go. Where else he gonna go? He know if his ass don't stick around as long as he can and do what he told, he gonna be locked up. He know if he don't do what Benjamin Netanyahu tell him to do, he gonna be locked up. Benjamin Netanyahu know he gonna be locked up. Because what God is letting them do what they doing. Genocide. You got two individuals that are like modern day Hitlers. And the world's looking at it. And ain't nobody doing a damn thing. They carpet bombing innocent people. They just bombing and taking over wherever they want. And ain't nobody doing shit. You know why? Anybody that can say something and do something, they already compromised. If a civil war or civil unrest or revolution or anything like that breaks out in America, these so-called elites, these same folks, your politicians and your elites and your rich motherfuckers or whoever, some of them ain't gonna make it. Their ass is gonna try to get out of the chaos. They gonna get on their private jet, like Trump and Jared Kushner, unless Trump stay in the goddamn bunker he building. But you're gonna see a lot of these folks leave and go to mountains and islands. And the silent whistler has spoken. Jared and Ivanka Kushner. We'll see y'all in the next video.